that there's going to be some correlation to Bitcoin or Tether when that comes out. I could be way off base. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm completely wrong on that. But I do think if that were to be the case, it would have implications that would not be so great for that asset. You would see a rotation out of Bitcoin, which we haven't seen this cycle. You normally get a rotation out of Bitcoin into the altcoins, and because the majority of the liquidity put into Bitcoin through this cycle has been through the ETFs, you're going to need a rotation out of Bitcoin's ETFs into the other ETFs that are listed. XRP, having the second most ETFs listed currently. So we'll have to see what ends up shaking out there. But I do think, Friday could be very interesting if they do release those documents. I anticipate chaos and volatility and distractions to take people's attention to something else. And with Japan raising interest rates Thursday night, Friday, their time, but Thursday night here in the U.S., about 24 hours from now, is when they will be raising supposedly 75 basis points, which is exactly what I talked about Monday, causing a huge unwind in markets. You will see it first in the Nikkei or the Nikkei, and then we will see it likely in our markets the next day. So there's a full trading day on Friday where we could have some not so fun things. And again, like I talked about Monday, I think they could kick it to the weekend. Maybe they have limit down. Maybe they stop trading in markets. Maybe there's a liquidity crisis. There's some things that could occur that could push it, into the weekend and get it. But that doesn't solve crypto, right? If the crypto markets were to continue to crash over the weekend and they were to open back up Monday on the stock market, the ETFs would have huge unrealized losses. Again, my whole point with this is that XRP needs to be pushed to a price where it can settle the back into the stock market to be able to de-risk all these positions for people that are holding the Bitcoin ETFs if there is a large fall.